All right, I've actually been very impressed with this cordless vacuum right over here. And I wanted to go over some things that you should know though before purchasing because I've actually been very impressed. I'll save the best one for last. One, I just want to say, this thing is so strong. When I first got it, I tested it with larger chunks of granola just to see on my rug if it would be able to suck it up because I've had that issue with the suction, other vacuums that I've had in the past. This one passed the test. The best that I've ever seen it, so I was very happy with that. It also moves very smoothly over the surface that you're using it on, whether that is a rug, hardwood floor. I mean, I use this in my kitchen, I use this in my bathroom, I use this in my bedroom, my living room. But every surface that I put it on, it was able to glide really nicely. And this thing is not that loud at all. It does have 3 different suction levels on it, so it's really customizable depending on where you're using it. So my thicker rugs, like my bedroom, I do put it on the strongest speed, but if I'm doing it on something like hardwood or in my kitchen, the lowest one is perfect. Now I will say, I was also curious about the battery life. Battery life, especially cordless vacuums, anything that's cordless, you're gonna be curious about the battery life. This thing, from what it says, runs 55 minutes, right? That's what it said coming out of the box. And I will say that is definitely true. I swear sometimes it runs even longer. I mean, sometimes I'm using it just on the lowest setting for extended periods of time. And I swear it lasts even longer than that, which is really cool. I've been very happy with that part of it because I don't like when I'm vacuuming my floors and 15 minutes into it, you have to recharge. It just defeats the whole purpose of having the convenience of no cord. So that was one part that really, really impressed me. But I also like it too because changing out these pieces is so easy. There's no clunky setup or buttons or anything weird like that that you have to press. You just press the release buttons. You can put on any of the attachment heads. I use different ones for different things that I'm doing. So like, for example, if I'm cleaning my TV stand or my blinds, I will use that curved brush. I also use that in my couch as well, and those are really hard to reach spaces. You can even use that in your car too, but anywhere in your house where you need to get into a tight space that normally is missed with the typical vacuum. And I also love it too because I just vacuum my couch in general with this. The outside of my cloth couch, really nice. You can pretty much clean anything with this. And I will say too, as somebody that is over 6 feet tall, I love the fact that you can actually adjust the height. So I have it on the tallest setting. I do not need to crouch down at all, which I love. I don't feel like I am bending down, hurting my neck, which again has been an issue with other vacuums in the past. So I love the fact that it is adjustable as well, depending on your height. So it will be comfortable no matter how tall or how short you are. It's also nice too because it does have the LED lights in the front. So like in my kitchen, for example, under my cabinets, under the fridge, I can actually see what is getting up or if I need to vacuum in that area in general. Typically I miss that part. Plus it does have the HEPA filter. So if you're somebody that's sensitive, allergies, that's how I am. This collects a lot of the dust. And even when I'm emptying this, there's no like big cloud of dust that comes out. Like what happens with a lot of ones that I've had in the past, it really does contain that dust. It does come with a replacement HEPA filter too, which is awesome. So you definitely will not run out of those. Plus I will say too, if you are somebody that's bringing this all throughout the house, especially like up and down stairs, you don't want one that's going to be heavy. This thing is nice and light. I mean, it's not light to the point where you're like, okay, this is clearly cheaper quality, but it is a lot lighter than other ones that I've had that didn't even have the suction power as this one. So if you're worried about having to move this like up and down stairs, different rooms, things like that, it is very, very lightweight as well, which I love. Plus, I will say too, it's cool because the roller brush that's in the main base, if you have a lot of hair that you are sucking up, you have dog hair, you have just something that normally gets caught up in that roller brush, you can actually release that really easily and use the included brush, clean it out, pop it back in there, and you are good to go. That has also been a huge issue that I've had with vacuum cleaners in the past, but I think one of my favorite parts, other than the suction being amazing and the battery life being great, is just how cool and how sleek this one looks. If you are looking for a vacuum that does not take up a lot of space, you know, can stay somewhere and not look like big and bulky like, again, most vacuum cleaners do, this is definitely one that you should go ahead, check it out.